Alright, we're live. We got Pete in the front, Kevin in the back. Pete, wave to everyone in the camera right in front of you. Alright, now look at the right wing. We got a camera on the right wing. I'm gonna give them a thumbs up. And we got a camera on the tail section, which we're now selecting. I'm gonna be selecting between these cameras. Now we're back on your face, so we're gonna be changing these angles to capture all the action. And now we're gonna give ground a call here in a second.
184 uniform. I am part of Charlie Alpha Echo with uniform.
Legacy 184 uniform coming ground. You're cleared to your destination, Charlie Alpha Echo Airport as filed. On departure, maintain 2000, please. You can expect flight level 410 in 10 minutes. Departure 119.4, and your squawk is 5554.
Okay, clear to Charlie Alpha Echo as filed, 2041 and 10. Departure is 119.4, squawking 5554.
November 4 uniform, all correct. Let me know when you're ready to go.
Thank you.
Okay, semi ground, Texan 2's warbird ramp southwest with the information.
Texan 2, semi ground, taxi to runway 6. It'll be a right turn there on Delta, then a right on Bravo. Give way to the citation jet going into Odyssey.
Taxi to 6 and give way to the citation, Texan 2. Alright, so we are
ground,
good to go here.
7 Tango Foxtrot at Odyssey ramp with information uniform for 6 to the east.
So you may have noticed we're doing these S-turns across the center line, and that's not because, you know, it's not because your pilot or co-pilot in this situation isn't any good at taxiing. We cannot see above the, we cannot see through the R1340 Pratt & Whitney radial engine we have up there. So we've got to do these S-turns, and the citation's coming in, so I'm going to slow down. Make sure they've got tons of room. Alright, so we're stopped here. We're going to idle the airplane at 1000 RPM to make sure that we have oil pressure. Alright, here we go.
Kissimmee ground, Cherokee 4333 Charlie, taxiway Delta, requesting taxi to signature.
Make a right turn there on to Bravo, cross runway 15, taxi to signature.
Right on Bravo, taxi what? Taxi to signature.
Cherokee's going to turn in front of you coming back over here. 67 Tango Foxtrot, use caution for Orlando's Bravo airspace to the east.
Roger, 7 Tango Fox.
Well, it's certainly a nice day for it.
Sure is.
We got a few clouds up there, but nothing too crazy. It's actually kind of neat having clouds.
Good experience.
What's your favorite airplane to fly on the sim?
Probably the P-51 Mustang.
Oh man, of course. Great airplane. Alright, we're going to go to the run-up area here and just test a few things. Alright. I think we're clear back here. So let's just take a look. What does your oil temperature say? Mine's showing about 20, but mine always shows a little bit low. Yours probably showing about 50?
Oil temperature.
Yeah, it's in the instrument. There are 3 gauges. It says oil up top, then oil and fuel.
Oil is,
And so-
temperature is about 55.
Great. Okay, that's
It's in the green.
perfect. Yeah, we need at least 40 degrees. Most of these warbirds, that's the case. We need about 40 degrees centigrade in the oil before we're able to really put any kind of power in it. We want to treat these airplanes very nicely, so they treat us nicely when we fly them.
That's correct.
So I'm just going to wait just a little tiny bit more, just to let my gauge come up a little bit more. Just to make sure. I think we should be good, but no rush. No need to rush this type of thing.
Blame me.
Alright. Almost there. I like to just see it a little bit higher than this, just to make sure. Everything's looking good here.
Why do you have gun selectors and bomb selectors on?
I'm sorry?
You have gun selectors and bomb selectors?
Yeah, that's right. Well, this is you know, this is of course the trainer for the fighter pilots. So they had to train with the gunnery, aerial gunnery, and the bombs and everything. And you know, these were actually used in combat in Korea and,
Really?
and another conflict. Alright, I think that's good enough for the temperature. So I'm going to go ahead and make some noise, okay?
Alright.
Or we're going to make some noise, rather. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the throttles up to 1600 RPM.
Uniform, ready for VFR takeoff out to the west.
So 1600 RPM now. I'm going to cycle the propeller 3 times. So we're bringing the props all the way back, looking for a drop in RPM, a rise in manifold pressure, and a fluctuation in oil pressure. It's going to drop as we bring it back, and now it's going to come back up.
We're going to hold short runway.
And there it is. There's the fluctuation. Good. We're going to do it again. Get nice warm oil through the propellers. Make sure there's no oil on the cowling or the canopy.
One hangar via Alpha, hold short runway 6.
All right, all 3 indications that time as well.
Send me ground 1 to Sierra Alpha.
Do it one more time.
1 taxi to 6.
No, 1-2 Sierra Alpha, surround runway
Excellent.
6 via Bravo.
Taxi to 6 via Bravo.
Back up 16. Good. I am happy with those indications. Now I'm going to put 2,000 RPM in the engine. And we'll check the magnetos. Right mag, yeah, about a 50 drop. Left mag, about 80. Mags on both. We're going to check the mixture now. We should have a bit of a drop in RPM. There it is. Engine instruments are in the green. Everything's looking good. Now I'm going to gently bring the power back to the idle stop. And we'll see what it idles at. Should idle around 550, 600. As I'm bringing the power back, the oil pressure is dropping. And bring it all the way back to the stop. It's going to drop below red line, which there it is. Yeah, we're hanging right about 600. That's pretty normal for this airplane. And as we bring the RPM back to 1,000, the oil pressure is coming right back in. That's why we have to idle it at 1,000 to make sure that we have sufficient oil pressure. All right, so let's do a couple of checks now. So we're going to check the hydraulic pressure. I'm getting 1,000 back here. That's what we want. Flaps are up. Elevator trim set. Rudder trim set. Fuel's on left reserve. We have an hour left in the left tank. Props full increase. Mixture's rich. Mags are on both. Altimeter's set. My belt's locked. Go to tower. And we're going to get the company frequency in. Ready to go. Alright, let's check the flight controls.
Inbound for RNAV runway 6.
Runway 4955, consuming tower, port final approach fix.
Final approach fix, S4 Napa Alpha.
Okay, flight controls are free and correct. You ready?
I'm all set.
Alright, me too.
Let's roll.
Let's roll.
Button 806, Papa Alpha, heading 290, you can contact Orlando departure.
Contact Orlando departure, 806 Papa Alpha. Kissimmee Tower 120 Alpha, holding short 6, ready for departure.
Cessna 120 Alpha, Kissimmee Tower, hold short, runway 6, landing traffic.
Hold short 6, 120 Alpha.
Alright, so it looks like we're number 2. Ah, here's a Mustang. You see the guy on the right? Coming in. That's how we're gonna have to come in.
Oh yeah,
An overhead approach.
Mach 9. Final.
What a sight, huh?
Yep. Not bad.
Kissimmee Tower 849 Papa Alpha at final approach. 6 for ANAP, runway 6.
849 Papa Alpha, Kissimmee Tower, roger. Swift 3345 Kilo, runway 6, you are clear to lane.
Clear to lane, number 6, 45 Kilo, thanks sir.
Mustang 6, left turn at the end, ground point 7 off the runway. 849 Papa Alpha, runway 6, you are cleared touch and go or low approach.
Clear for touch and go 849 Papa Alpha.
Tower Texan 2, holding short 6 in sequence.
And 120 Alpha, make right traffic, runway 6, cleared for takeoff.
Right traffic, clear for takeoff, 120 Alpha.
Somebody else called, didn't get answered, who was that?
Texan 2's holding short 6 in sequence.
Texan 2, Kissimmee Tower, roger, hold short, runway 6.
Texan 2.
Kissimmee Tower helicopter 224 Mike Golf at Mike right with uniform for south departure please.
Helicopter 22 Sierra Lima, Kissimmee Tower, roger, hold your position.
Holding 224 Mike Golf.
Pretty neat, the helicopters.
Yeah, I see it. But they give lessons over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, using a collective and it's good stuff.
Helicopter 22 Sierra Lima, you can lift to stay north of runway 6 to the west-southwest, looking for Cessna, an experimental short final at 800 feet, departure turn west.
Okay, we'll leave the north of 6, so looking for the traffic. 224 Mike Golf.
224 Mike Golf, roger.
Off they go.
224 Mike Golf, the traffic should be just off to your left now.
We do have traffic inside for Mike Golf.
Okay, 224 Mike Golf, continue westbound.
Continue westbound, 224 Mike Golf.
Helicopter 4 Mike Golf, Cessna traffic heading to your left about a half mile at 600 feet descending.
We do have the Cessna inside, 224 Mike Golf.
And 224 Mike Golf, pass behind that traffic to the south.
Behind the traffic to the south, 224 Mike Golf.
Sorry about that tower. Alright, Swift 45 Kilo, contact ground 121.7. Will do, sir.
Alright, so we'll be on the way.
Tower, Sierra 258
Just
Kilo,
a moment.
We're
Yeah, there's one
258,
more
10
coming in.
Juliet, Kissimmee
Yep,
Tower.
just off of this guy.
258 Kilo, Juliet. We're 11 to the south inbound, full stop with Victor.
Number 258 Kilo Julie, Kissimmee Tower, report 4 miles south, Kissimmee Airport, expect right traffic to runway 6. Report 4 miles south of the field, report right traffic, runway 6, proceed up. 120 Alpha, extend your downwind, I'll call your base for departures. Setting downwind, 120 Alpha. Texan 2, right turn out approved, runway 6, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 6, Texan 2. Alright, how about we make some noise?
Kissimmee Tower, Skyhawk 5524 Alpha is holding short, runway 6, ready for departure.
36 inches, 250 RPM, airspeed's alive, instruments in the green. Looking for 80.
Alpha left turn to the west is
There's 80, let's go. Here's coming up.
To the west is approved, clear for takeoff, runway 6, 5524 Alpha.
200 feet.
849er Papa Alpha, contact runway departure.
Contact RNO departure 849 Papa Alpha.
Alright, power set for climb. Now, you want me going right, Texan 2?
Texan 2, if you're going southwest, make a right turn.
Thank you.
Tower Sirius 258 Kilo Juliet, 4 miles south of the field. 258 Kilo Juliet, Kissimmee Tower, direct right base, runway 6, you are clear to land, sir. Direct right base, clear to land, runway 6, 258 Kilo Juliet. Texan 2, continue southbound, due southbound for traffic.
Southbound, Texan 2.
Thanks. Texan 2 traffic, ahead of you 2 miles, a little bit to the right, going to the right base at 1,100 is a Cirrus. Cirrus 258 Kilo Juliet traffic off to your right, about a mile ahead to your right is a T6 southbound 1,300 climbing.
Inside, no factor for 258 Kilo Juliet.
Texan 2 has traffic as well.
Texan 2, reference that traffic, you can proceed on course for exchange clear, we'll talk to you in a little bit.
See you, Mike. Alright. Hold it. You see that traffic there? They're down there to the right. And they're no factor. Make sure you got that mic nice and close to your mouth. There you go. Alright, so I know you didn't come here to just to enjoy the sights. You came here to fly this airplane. So why don't you go ahead and grab the controls?
Okay.
Alright, you got them. So just keep us level for now. We want to stay just under 2,000 feet just for a second. So we're gonna just push the nose a tiny bit forward. Let's hold to 1,900 just for a second here. Want to push that nose just a little bit forward. Let's just stay below 2,000, so push it forward a little bit more. A little bit more. Yep. A little bit further forward. Awesome. Right about there. Okay, I think we're good now. Okay, we can go ahead and start making a climb. We can climb about 120, 130, 120, give or take. And you can come to the right, and we do want to avoid these clouds. So don't fly it into a cloud on purpose. Alright, you can actually come to the left here. There looks like there's a hole. You see that? So go ahead and make a left turn. I'll tell you when to stop. Once we get above the clouds, it'll be way cooler and a lot smoother as well. Yeah, right about there. Let's try to get up using this path. See what this does for us.
Just climb right through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim for that hole.
Ah, really nice job. How you feeling?
Good.
Alright, having fun?
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, so let's go right between these clouds and maybe take a left. I have a hard time seeing back here. If you want to drop the nose just for a second so I can take a look at our situation. As long as we don't go into the cloud. Okay, well, yeah, that's a cloud, so I got the controls.
Okay.
Okay, and you got the controls again. So let's just keep going on this heading of south. You can pick that nose up. Let's climb about 120. So let's stay to come to the right a little bit for me. We want to kind of stay on the. Don't go into the cloud or anything, but no, go ahead and level the wings. Don't go into the cloud. Okay, my controls. So we gotta avoid these clouds, right?
I was gonna go to the right.
So check it out. We kind of want to stay on this line. I'm gonna go ahead and clear the area just a little bit here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're okay. Right through here. So we want to just stay to the south on the south line. So you got the controls again. So just keep us coming down this way. There's an island that's sorry, a lake that's ahead and to the left, and there's a little island in it. You want to stay to the right of that island.
Okay.
And so we want to stay. We want to come to the right a little tiny bit.
Over the top of these clouds?
Yeah, and keep going to the right if you don't mind. But so what we're doing now is just avoiding some airspace in the climb out. And once we get a little higher, we can have a little fun with the airplane. All right, awesome job. So look on the ground. You see all these? See all the way the fields are oriented and everything?
Yep.
They're like grids, right? Everything is north, east, south, west. So it's pretty easy to orient ourselves. If we line up with the fields, you know, we pretty much know where we're going. If you turn left a little bit and line up with the roads here, we'll be heading south. And then to the right of us is west, to the left of us is east, and of course behind us is north. So what we want to do is we're pretty much heading over to Lake Pierce, which is the lake that's ahead to the left of this lake right here. That's where we could go up. We're gonna go to 8,000. It's nice and cool up there, nice and smooth there. We can do some turns and see what the plane, you know, get a feel for the airplane basically.
Gotcha.
pretty light on the controls, huh?
Yep. Nice and level on a slow climb. We're coming up to 6,000. A lot of clouds today.
I'm sorry?
A lot of clouds today.
Yeah, it's not too bad. They're out there. It looks a lot worse when you're sort of looking in the distance, but of course when we get over them, you can see it's really not too bad. Why don't you come to the left a little bit for me? Let's get right over the middle of that lake.
This one we're on now?
Yeah, exactly. We can keep climbing up. So that I'm showing 7,000. Climbing through 7,000. In this climb, why don't we do a nice gentle left turn? And we'll just clear the area a little bit. So let's do a nice gentle left turn. And we can head towards the east. You can turn a little bit sharper than that. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Now we're just looking out for traffic, and you go ahead and do a 90-degree right turn now. Do a heading of south in this climb. Excellent job. Alright, while you're climbing, I'm just going to go ahead and gently set the power. You're going to feel a change, that's me. Just changing the propeller RPM, about 1850, 26 inches.
Roger.
Alright, so we can level up at 8,000. Happy with the rudder trim. Yeah, and just you might want to trim forward a little bit as we accelerate. The airplane's going to want to climb. So that's back. I'm not sure. So that's going to make the airplane want to climb. You might want to. You want to hold. The proper technique is to hold the stick forward. Hold it where you want it to go, and then just trim the pressure off. So if you trim forward, the airplane nose is going to want to come down. So if you let go of the airplane, what's it want to do?
Wants to climb.
Okay, so you got to push that wheel forward. Yep, roll that wheel forward, and it's going to stop it. And as we accelerate, we'll probably end up accelerating to about 150. It's going to continue. It's going to want to climb more, so we may have to retrim. Does it still want to climb?
Yeah.
So yeah, just let me help you out. So we're just going to put it right about there. And as we accelerate, the airplane's going to want to climb. Alright, why don't you go ahead and give me a nice gentle left 360-degree turn. So look out in front of us and see what it looks like, see what our sight picture is, and then let's do a left 360-degree turn and turn right back to where we were. So we'll take a look outside, look at traffic. So you want to push that nose forward a little bit. It looks like we're still climbing, so I'm going to be happy with the trim. That's pushing it forward a tiny bit. So we can hold 8,500. That's absolutely fine. Excellent job. You feeling okay?
Doing great.
Excellent.
Do we want to head east again?
Sorry?
We want to go east again?
It's alright. Well, you know, actually, why don't you roll us into a right turn? So a little tiny bit of right rudder in that right turn as we turn. And why don't you roll it a little bit steeper this time? So as we roll to the right, you'll notice if we have more of a harder roll rate, so we're about maybe 20 degrees right now. If we start rolling over 30, you're going to start to have to pull back on the stick a little bit to keep level. Because of course we lose the vertical component of lift as we turn that sharply. Nice job.
Trying to keep the nose down.
Yeah, and we want to look out on the horizon and figure out sort of what's the horizon telling us? What information is it giving us? Of course, if we're seeing a lot of blue, then maybe we're climbing. If we're seeing a lot of the ground, maybe we're descending. You know, and you could also tell by the airspeed. So if you were to pick that nose up, the airspeed's going to drop, and if you push the nose forward, it's going to accelerate, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I don't want to make you sick or anything. However, if you'd like, I can do a very gentle wing over for us and get some photos. If not, I'll tell you what it involves before I do anything. We will turn in the wing over. We would turn 90 degrees, so the wing will be basically perpendicular to the ground. If that sounds like something you like, we can do it. If it sounds like something you don't like, we can skip right over it.
No, go for it.
Go for it? Alright, so I got the controls, okay? I'm gonna get some cool photos for us now, okay? So just follow me through on this, alright?
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and be as gentle as possible, and you tell me if you had enough. I can stop right in the middle of it, alright? I'm just gonna pull up like this. Trying to be nice and gentle. Alright, we're getting some cool photos here. How you feeling? This okay?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna do one to the left now. Actually, I want you to do it, so you go ahead and pull up.
Nah, you do it.
Or follow me through, follow me through.
Okay.
Yeah, some nice photos here. Alright. Alright, you doing it right?
Doing fine.
Great, great. Alright, so you got the controls again, okay?
Okay.
So why don't we start heading back to Kissimmee? It's gonna take us about 10 minutes, so why don't you turn us around 180 degrees and you'll take us back.
Left or right?
Left, fine. You don't want to have too much left rudder in this turn. It feels like you got a bit too much left rudder. Sometimes initially we want a little bit of rudder towards the turn, but once we sort of find where we want to be in the turn, we can ease up on the rudders. And you can actually start descending now. You keep coming to the left a little bit more, and we can start descending. We want to descend around 180 miles an hour. We have to do that to keep heat in the engine. We're going to leave the power and send it about 180. So you keep going around to the left a bit more. You want to drop that nose. Yeah, find a little hole in the clouds, kind of almost there, right about there should do it. Yeah, so you want to drop that. I'm going to help you out with the trim here a little bit. You want to level the wings right about here. Are you having to hold the stick forward?
I'm pulling back a little.
Oh, it's pulling back? Okay, how about there? Is that better? You can drop the nose even a bit more too. We can pick up 190, that's fine. Just again, watch out for the clouds. I'm not going to help you out, just a touch with a little bit of trim. Can you come to the right a little bit for me?